All right, recording started. Hello, we're here. We made it.
Hello.
Welcome back. So, last time on Dungeons and Dragons, the team got a bit fucked up. Just a bit.
It's just a teensy bit.
Yeah. Some more than others.
It works well with how fucking exhausted I am to be Ailey today.
Yeah.
Ah.
But yeah. Cliff notes is Haley and Varys fell down a well. Struggled a bit to get back up. Meanwhile, more people came
I feel
into.
like you're underselling the well here, Skelly.
Yeah.
It was 500 feet of fallen.
Oh yeah, they fell all the way down the well. And if Ailey hadn't been woken up at the end of their drop, it would have been dead. Basically. So yeah, they managed to get back up in time for a bunch more guys to show up. Had a bit more of a fight. People went down a fair bit, in which I introduced a new kind of system, where, in the heat of battle, the team may push through their their near-death experience by taking some exhaustion points. And Ailey took more than they should have. In fact, if they did it again, they would have just straight up died. So, yeah. Good times.
She's like, fuck you all, I got this. I got this. I don't got this.
Mm-hmm. But, after successfully repelling this new group of people, they all got on their horses and got the hell out of there. And that's where we are. Just outside of Valor, on the way back to the glowing sea. So, how are we all doing?
Tired.
Not dead yet.
We're like... Hang on.
So, what is the plan?
We are slightly more than a quarter of okay.
Yep.
We need to find a hole to collapse in and sleep.
Agreed.
Yeah. 100%.
Yep.
I say we...
So we're out of the city, right?
You are just made it out of Valor. That was where we ended.
So, is it grass or trees?
It is currently grass. It's very much plains.
Plains, not grasslands? Oh, fuck. Okay.
I mean, grasslands, plains. It's the same to you as a ranger. You do get advantage, luckily enough, as that was a 20 and a 1. So,
I try it.
You're really, really going hard today. But what are you survival checking for exactly?
Looking for a place to pass out
Okay.
that is safe.
You are currently on the road towards Glenvalor, so you continue down the road for a bit and do spot that there are a few, let's call them grassy knolls.
Oh, I love me a good old grassy knoll.
Yeah, for you to hide behind. Take a rest if need be. that will provide adequate cover from anyone seeking you along the road.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say, with your 20 survival check, you do know that any tracker worth their salt would still be able to find you. Just simply from the sheer
Yep.
numbers and weight of your people.
Yeah, we still need to do watches for sure, but like, I don't have any spells to camouflage us. Can't do shit at this point, and all of us are dragging into the ground. We just need to pass out.
We need to pass out somewhere safe,
It's not
or
the
at least less danger.
okay. Well, this is the safest place I could physically find without us going further.
And in our condition, how far do we reckon we could actually get if we were just straight galloping?
I mean, if
on these horses?
we're exhausted, and if we meet any more people on the road, we're gonna lose someone. Is my thinking.
Hmm.
Sorry, I missed that bit. What was why?
I'm
Why
just
would we
sort of-
lose somebody?
If anyone attacked us on the road,
Yeah.
then we'd end up losing someone. And people do
Oh,
tend to attack
totally.
us while we travel.
Mm-hmm.
Or
That is true. I
the
feel like the
things
greatest
do.
danger is on its way out
So-
of the city towards us, though.
Mm.
so
So
even
we
if we
found a
short rest
space?
before that.
Yeah, true. Yeah, or maybe we could take a short rest, get some healing in us, and then continue on before we take a long rest.
Oh, that's probably sensible.
I just think that if we don't long rest, we're in a similar situation, well, a worse situation than what we were in before that fight. That
Mm.
is the reason we got so fucked up.
That's fair. I just don't know that we would get 8 hours of interrupted sleep if we were only, say, an hour away from the city already.
All right.
Yeah, what kind of environment are we in, Skelly?
You are in a plains, grassland,
Which is why it was an advantage for me.
and Thrakus found you at a nice grassy knoll to hide behind.
But I don't have any magic to stop trackers finding us, so they'd absolutely be able to.
Hmm.
Well, a good one.
And if I short rest, I still don't have magic for that.
Nope. Not a warlock.
Well, if we short rest, I do have magic. Not necessarily that will stop people tracking us.
Hey, Skelly,
Yes.
using the magic circle spell, would you be able to specify Fae, and would that prevent elves? Or is this just creatures sort of thing?
That's a good question. Roll me a intelligence check.
Sure thing, just a straight intelligence?
Yep.
Oop, I am rolling from the bag of holding. I was like, that's not my
No, that's
attribute. There we go. Try that
This thing
instead.
doesn't have my stats.
No.
that thing's not particularly intelligent.
No. It's only slightly less intelligent than Varys, apparently.
I would say on a 10, you would know enough to ask somebody else.
I finally
That's
remembered.
fair.
Here you go.
There you go.
Pick DnD.
Um,
What?
The D&D
Yeah,
chat.
Oh,
Varys would offer out from the bag of holding. We have a spell scroll of magic circle, and to see if anybody else knows more about it. I know
Okay.
that we can use this to specify not Fae, but I don't know if that extends to elves or anything like that. It would be an hour of safety.
Cool. So for this, I'd get Rikus to roll a religion check and Jun to roll an arcana check.
I can roll an arcana check.
Okay. So, yeah, for both of you, you immediately know that the magic circle spell that does allow you to specify types of creatures, you know, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead. Strictly speaking, these elves aren't fae, in the same way that elves of another realm, of the other continent, weren't fae. They've been in this world long enough to not be considered that.
It's still of this world.
Yeah, but you, Jun, might
Might count. Yeah.
might count. So you probably would be like, maybe not.
I think Jun is like, as much as he has shapeshifted in front of everyone here in the past, he still hasn't actually told them what he is, because I don't know if he knows what he is. So I don't know if he would, like, he might have his suspicions, but I don't know if he would fully be like, oh yeah, if you do the spell, that will count me out. I don't think he's gonna, like, make that connection.
Okay. Either way, you know that it wouldn't keep out. You both tell Varys it wouldn't keep out the elves. It would certainly keep out the undead if those were the things that were chasing you right now, but unfortunately they're not.
Also, I do have the key of Halloween, so
That is also a valid option.
yeah. But again, it's the same creatures, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that doesn't take a spell slot from people. We haven't had a chance to use it yet. I keep wanting to use it on a house, but now I'm worried that it means that Jun can come home.
I mean, you totally should, and just see what happens.
Yeah, see what happens.
Because Thoracus doesn't know, so Thoracus would totally just be like, yay, let's make the house safe.
Yeah, and I think Jun is probably in a little bit of denial with himself. Like, he probably has his suspicions as to what exactly he is, but I don't think his brain wants to put two and two together in that way. Yeah.
Fair enough. I will say, actually, hold on, Thoracus. You have a crystal of spell storage. Once full.
Is it charged?
Yeah.
I assume after the ritual we got our crystals restored, right? There were a couple of magic people there.
Yeah. I mean, it's still here. Still got a charge.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
How
I would
do
say
we recharge them though?
well, you're, as a magical person, you're able to put a spell slot into them.
Sweet.
So
Cool. Well, if it makes
whenever you
everyone
long
feel
rest,
comfy.
you can just put an extra one in there. Essentially.
Yo, nice. Okay, perfect.
Although I will stipulate on it, it's only up to 3rd level.
Yeah, I think that was the...
Yeah,
that
which
was
is
the
the same
case.
as me.
Yeah, I think that was what we...
I know, but it just doesn't say on it. That's why I'm just adding that to make sure
Yeah,
that
that's
it's
fair.
clarified.
I can edit it if you want.
I have edited it.
Okay, cool.
That's the same for my one as well.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, then what I can do is pass without a trace us, and then we can go sort ourselves out, and then they can't actually track us.
Yes.
Yes.
Good idea.
Let's hang on. How long does Pass Without Trace last?
pass without
I
trace.
think it's an hour, if I remember rightly.
It's only an hour. So do we want to use it to move to find somewhere safer? Is that the idea?
20 men. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna find a better place anywhere soon.
I think the idea was
Ooh.
simply use it now, move off of the beaten track. People who are coming past wouldn't be able to track you going off of the path.
Yeah.
Simply just lose you and not know.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea. Even if we can only travel an hour further,
Come on.
it will prevent people tracking us.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Then I'll use my headed dandy crystal spell slot.
Mm.
Oh, whoops! It immediately wants to place a template. Crap! How do I get rid of that?
Just place it and I'll delete it.
Okay.
Man, that's a
Jesus.
big pass without a trace.
It goes by squares. We are currently giants. Fee, fi, full thumb.
I wonder if I can change
Um,
the scale here. I can.
Could I, Skelly, tie my horse to, tie the bridle of my horse to someone else's horse, turn into a tabaxi and go to sleep on the horse and get a short rest while we travel?
I would. A good question, Josh.
We've all seen cats do that.
That is true.
And if,
I would
if
say-
you concentrate on your horse, surely it will make space for it to be more comfortable as well.
Yep. I would say, because you aren't naturally a tabaxi, you don't have that sort of, that innate cat-like reflexes. So, I'll get you to roll a dexterity check for me.
Okay,
to
that's fair.
See if you're good enough at taking a nice sleeping position. No.
No.
I'm afraid you
God
would
damn
not.
it.
So
was
you
worth a
attempt it.
try.
You turn into a tabaxi, the horse, sort of the saddly sort of area enlarges, becomes a little bit flatter, a little bit curved into a nice place for you to try and rest in. But just as you're about to doze off, you slip a little bit and roll off the horse, smack your back onto the ground, flip over, get up, but all on all fours, looking around at people, doing exactly what a cat does when it's like, I didn't fall off. I intended to do that.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Yep.
It's like everything's fine.
100% intentional.
Just struts along, stretches a little bit, as if he totally just wanted to be walking for a bit.
So yeah, no, you do not get a short rest in that hour of continued walking.
Okay.
But yes, I'll say we'll keep that survival check from earlier for you, Thrakus. Yeah, this is your favored terrain. You have no trouble finding a place off the beaten track. And now that you are all passed without traced, you have no problem hiding your tracks as well.
No.
So, hidden behind some grassy knolls, well off the track. It is like midday. Beating sun coming down on you. What's the plan?
Sleepies?
Yeah. The plan is the plan. Plan is your plan.
The constant plan. Sleep.
Mm-hmm. We are sleepy.
Okay.
I'll take first watch. You all look pretty fucked.
I mean, did you take any points of exhaustion?
Nope. Varys didn't even get. He got knocked prone a couple of times, but he was not knocked out.
And how's his hit points doing?
He looks like he's taken a beating, but like he could take about that amount of beating again before he got knocked out.
Yeah, because we're in a similar moment. Okay. So I'll take second.
Okay. Works for me. Anyway,
I'll take part of the watch as well. I can do that.
Cool.
While everyone's discussing this, Ailey will have just gone to sleep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So will Janet.
Yeah, they need to.
I mean,
They'd just be like, I'm gone skis.
Yeah, valid.
okay.
Just before, like, as we arrive here, I guess, and start getting set up, Varys is going to use, considering it's... Oh, actually, that's a good question. Is the Ring of Sending working by now?
When was the last time you used that?
You used it just before we left.
No, you haven't short rested since then.
Okay, cool.
So it'll be ready by the time you finish your short rest.
Sweet as.
Which I guess, yeah, for the sake of this, as you're doing your watch, you can take your short rest now.
Sweet.
Varys.
Okay, I will do that then.
And also roll me your perception check.
Yeah, sure. I will do so. $24.
All right.
And a short rest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Not as good. That'll do.
Yeah. Cool. Yes, so everyone takes a nice little nap.
Nap.
Yeah. Thrakus, you can also take your short rest. If you want. If you want to regain, if you want to roll hit dice, for this.
Are we not doing a long rest?
That was the plan, but just in case, this is your.
Take what you can get.
Yeah, this is your opportunity to do that if you want to.
It's not that I'm worried about. It's my fucking spells.
Yeah. So it's up to you.
And I have done the thing, yes.
Cool. Sweet. Well, so Varys, while everyone else is resting, taking a nap, Varys is peering out, keeping a watch, and crawling through the grass, making sure that no one is coming upon you guys.
Yep. He's got Fluffy Gregory Beefers out with him as well too. Help him keep an eye.
I will say that with a 24, you do notice that a group of seemingly the same type of people who you just fought do make their way along the road that you're on, but do not spot you, do not head on your direction. They just keep traveling the road. You imagine that they are going to follow that road until they find you, so maybe something to keep
Unfortunate
an
for
eye out
them.
for.
Yeah, for sure.
But that is all you see on your short rest. I mean, all your watch. Yeah.
Cool.
How far away are they from us?
Well, you guys travel like an hour away from the road, so I'd say you sort of like branched a little bit. So maybe like 1,000 feet, maybe. Like, is at the very edge of Ferris's perception.
He's strong eyeing this one.
Yeah.
A lot of squinting going on.
Yeah, you guys. I would say that for this that you guys that the Rikus and they reached a consensus that you wanted to be far enough away from the road to not be seen, but also close enough so that you can keep an eye out just in case someone's coming for you. And also, it passes without a trace on, so you can't be non-magically tracked.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where you're at. Varys,
Mm-hmm.
the end of your watch.
Cool. Varys will activate the Ring of Sending and send off a message to Micaiah.
Okay.
We've been delayed, problems and ambush. Nearly died. Sleeping, then we'll be on our way. See you soon, hopefully.
You receive back very quickly.
Aw.
There is a warmth in Varys's chest, as though it could just be from all the excitement throughout this day, and the fact that he hasn't slept.
Heart beating.
Yeah,
Severely.
it's just adrenaline, it's just still going.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Varys will pass on the information about the people that he saw going past to Thoricus as he switches over the watch.
Cool. Thoricus,
Hello?
your watch is up.
Yes, it is. So you want perception from me?
Mhm. Yep.
Perception. Is it? How are things going? Is it normal now? What were the rules again? Because it's an ability or skill check,
Let me check.
and because
here.
I'm familiar with the surrounds, does that mean I have advantage, or was it just because I was searching in the things
so it was
before?
intelligence and wisdom checks.
This is a wisdom.
Yeah. Yes. Do you also want to roll for God's Wallet?
Oh yeah. Da, da, da.
Hello.
Well,
He wise.
he is wise. And very good at perception checks. I think he actually gets advantage on those.
Okay.
Naturally.
Yeah,
Hold on.
He'd be sniffing, surely.
Yep. He gets advantage on wisdom checks, perception checks that rely on sight, hearing, or smell.
Then I'll just do another one. First one was good.
Yep. Okay. Well, on your watch, you don't see the band of people that Varus is talking about, but you also don't see anybody else coming up on you, or any other dangers you need to be aware of. You're pretty happy with your watch there. Yeah. What you doing at the end of your watch?
All the things I'd want to do, I need magic for, so I need some sleepies.
Cool. So, who are you waking up?
Jun next, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, waking up, Jin.
Okay.
Wake up, Jin.
How is Jun sleeping?
Oh, he's still a tabaxi, like, just happily curled up.
Okay, I'll take one of my seagull feathers and just start tickling the back of one of his ears.
You see the ear kind of, like, flicks in the way that cat ears do when you tickle them. It just flicks, flicks, and flicks. And eventually, he just grabs the, like, out of nowhere from being completely asleep, he suddenly grabs the feather out of your hand cheekily.
I'll let him have it and just go and curl up in my own little grass bed.
Jun stashes the feather for waking you up in the future.
All right.
He big cat stretches.
Okay, roll me your perception check.
Sure. 17.
Okay. Keeping an eye out. No real issues.
Can you add the feather to my inventory?
You are.
Sorry.
All right.
I want to remember it.
Tickling feather.
I'm just noting down that I've got a bird's worth of seabird feathers, minus one feather.
Minus one.
It's the best
Okay.
way to explain it.
So, on your watch, see nothing, hear nothing. It's a lovely day out in the fields. Keep an eye out on the road to no avail. Yeah, everyone gets a good sleep.
I can long rest?
Well, there's one more to do.
Okay.
I was gonna say, yeah, can Ailey long rest or not?
Not yet.
Can she short rest from the sleep that she's had?
Sure.
Does that include hit dice or no?
You can
Yeah.
roll that dice for short rest, yes.
Yeah, I think Jun's gonna do the same because of the way the DM's talking.
Yes.
Yeah, I liked the fact that you pointed out that it's non-magically tracked for parts of that are traced, but I chose not to say anything. I didn't want to tempt fate.
Well, I guess my question is, Do you see these rolls that I make?
I mean, there's a lot of dice going on
yeah,
right now. Oh, there we go.
Can't see what the
There's a-
roll was. Can see that it was made.
Yeah.
Is it a
That's fine.
new day from the short rest?
Mo.
No.
It's what was it, midday-ish? You said.
Yeah, it was
when
at
we started
midday.
this?
By the time your long rest is over, it's going to be like sunset.
I think even though we didn't discuss it, Jun probably wakes up Ailey for the last watch.
You can fucking try. I have a feeling Ailey will be very difficult to wake up. Is that how it works with the exhaustion stuff? Like, what's the thing there?
That's a good question. I mean, it isn't in the rules anywhere that that's the case, but I'd say it is. Roll me a constitution check there, Ailey.
Just ability?
Yeah. No, you're together enough to at least wake up when Jin prods you. You're not happy about it.
Probably violently wakes up. You know,
Yeah.
coughs
certainly
up a
not.
fireball kind of thing.
You're certainly not happy about this.
Mm.
And you are still at
Sorry,
disadvantage.
Ailey, it's your watch.
What about the other one? Jarek? Why me?
Well, to be honest, you're more sensible than Jarek. He knows it's Jarek, he just said Jarek on purpose.
Yeah.
Ailey would probably take the wow. She'd be too asleep to sort of realize the like pandering there. Well, not pandering. What's the like? It's not hard to be more sensible than Jeddick.
Yep.
It's really not.
Okay. I will say for the amount of sleep that you've had, you are reduced half of your exhaustion points. You're only on 2. That is still your disadvantage on ability checks. So you'll be rolling your perception check with disadvantage.
Yay! So perception check, is it?
Yep.
Does the short rest that Jun just had reduce his exhaustion at all?
Sure, you can have half as well. So I think that'll be you at 1. But
Yeah.
that'd still have you at disadvantage on ability checks.
So I should have rolled that perception check with disadvantage.
That is true. It's a bit late now. Well. After Jun wakes Ailey up and goes back to sleep themselves, Ailey promptly falls back asleep. And yeah.
Yep, that
and
sounds like what she'd do.
the whole party is back asleep for the next few hours that Ailey would have been on watch. And finally, you all awaken to the setting sun. Seemingly nothing nefarious happened to you while none of you were on watch. But you may all now take your long
I guess the
rests.
question is, did anyone notice that Ailey was asleep when supposed to be on watch?
Varys certainly did. Let me check who else is on here. Jun did. And Thrakus did. So everyone that matters certainly did, yes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But yes, you may take your long rest now. and erase any exhaustion points.
Way
you
ahead
have.
of you. Wait, any exhaustion points? I thought it was only one.
It's not a new day though, right? So we
Nope.
untick that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there's only
sorry,
one.
I accidentally did the new day thing. I don't know how to undo that.
You're right. Exhaustion does only get reduced by 1 when you sleep.
I'm sorry, guys. I really shouldn't have said anything.
I would say for this, for the purposes of this, as it was not a. No, it really should only be 1. And with it being like that, I think the short rest shouldn't have erased that many either.
I mean, I don't think it would have mattered for that.
No.
Those checks anyway.
No, they were still at disadvantage.
We were
okay.
also just sitting around.
Yeah, so Jin, you remain at 1 exhaustion point.
Mm-hmm.
And Ailey, you're at 3 exhaustion points. Which means... So for Jin, you still have disadvantage on ability checks. For Ailey, you have disadvantage on ability checks, your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Should keep my fat mouth shut.
Well, I remembered to do mine as not a new day, so whatever mine is should be fine.
That's fine. New day just matters if you've got items or abilities that are only day by day.
24
think-
hours, yeah.
Yeah, reset at dawn.
Yeah,
or something.
I think that matters for me, for the keys.
Yeah, for the keys and stuff. It's mostly for
Yeah.
items. I don't think abilities is usually the case.
Oh, I gotta
Long
go get my Uber driver.
Okay.
Ailey probably awakes to Varys, like, standing up and just looking down disapprovingly at the fact that you've fallen asleep on watch.
Would you even know that Ailey was the one that was supposed to be on watch at that point? Because no one had said anything. Ailey had just gone to
He
sleep.
woke up and everyone was asleep. He knew that Thoricus was next. I don't know if he would. I feel like he might be able to put it together.
Yeah.
I feel like he might also just blame Ailey regardless.
Well, yeah, actually, that's true. Yeah. I'd believe that part more.
How bad is Ailey looking?
They look exhausted. They have not had enough sleep.
Ailey,
I mean, they're physically healthy, but like there's bags
Yeah,
under
like
their
they're
eyes. They
they're
are,
healed.
they're
Mhm.
lethargic. They're gonna be shit in a fight, for sure.
that won't do. Ailey,
My
here, take this.
what
And
is
he
it?
passes over the potion of vitality.
That will remove your exhaustion entirely.
All right.
When you drink this potion, it removes any exhaustion you are suffering and cures any disease or poison affecting you. For the next 24 hours, you regain the maximum number of hit points from any hit die you spend. Yeah.
Wait.
It sort of glows crimson and sort of pulses like a heartbeat.
Well, she'll drink it. She's
Cool.
like, oh, Varys gave this to me. I'm sure it's fine.
I mean, yes, absolutely.
All right. It feels like you just drank like 20 coffees.
I should be having a ball of a time then.
Yeah, you are back to full energy like never before. The best sleep of your life.
All right. Ailey now has the zoomies. And
Yeah.
we'll be running around being like, where do we go? What are we doing? What are we doing? But yeah,
But the
should be
tabaxi
talking
does
too
not
fast
have
for-
the zoomies.
No.
But yeah, should be talking too fast for anyone to understand even a tiny bit of what she's saying.
Pretty usual.
Sorry,
Oh.
John. We only had the one.
All right.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm gonna
Nice.
do a couple of things if I can.
What are you trying to do?
I'm going to, before Varys finished his watch, I would say, he would have said goodbye and good night to Fluffy Gregory Beefers, and
Okay.
he's going to put a new infusion out. So
Okay.
he's going to keep his enhanced defense, and he's going to, because he's out a gun, he's going to put a repeating shot on what was formerly known as Misfortune's Maiden.
Ah.
So he has one regular gun and 2 magical guns currently.
All right. Mm.
And I think that was it. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I got handed a red bean bow. It's really nice.
Those are so good.
So, everyone's had their rest. Your big green friend is also looking much better. Yeah. The sun is on the horizon. It is very much setting. You would definitely not arrive at Glenvalor before it gets nighttime, but it's up to you guys.
But we can
Don't mind.
travel in the dark of the night.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They won't be expecting that.
Okay. Anything anybody else wants to do before you go?
There is one other thing Varys would like to do.
Okay.
He would like to use the Ring of Sending and send a message to the king.
Okay.
And I would like to charge my crystal thingy.
Okay. You can expend one of your spell slots to fill it up.
Might as well give it a level 3.
Cool.
There we go. I've edited it.
There you go. Good stuff. Well, while Varys is writing his message to the king, everyone gets back on their horses and start heading towards Glenvalor. As you get closer and closer to the jungle, you'll all notice that Jadek gets more and more apprehensive, like he's afraid of something. Once you have finally reached where the trees get quite thick and quite dense, he will abruptly bring whatever horse he's on. I'm not sure whose horse he's on at the moment. Whoever's horse he's on at the moment, to an abrupt stop. He'll hop off and immediately start walking
Mine,
back.
usually, isn't it?
I think it is yours, yes. He'll stop it, get off, and start walking back. No jungle.
Jadek? What? What's going on, mate?
Me no go jungle.
Why?
No like.
Why?
Yeah,
You
this
see him
was the
sort of
plan the whole time, friend.
look down, like put his shoes together, like nervously. No like jungle.
I won't force you to go in there, but we have to go in there. The rest of us do.
This is some serious life or death stuff. If we don't go in there, then people are going to be in danger.
He nods. Still very apprehensive. Very He's really not sure how to deal with this. He will go into his sort of sack that he's carrying around with the stuff where he's pulled the alchemy jug from before and stuff like that, and will pull out. I thought he had something else. I guess he didn't. He'll pull out one of his hand axes, and attempt to try and give it to you, Varys. It's like it's
a
like
regular
a
size axe for me.
yeah,
right?
it's like a healthy hand axe for him, but for you it is like a regular full-on two-handed axe.
Thanks.
Jadek, is there anything we can do to make you feel better about this? Like, we don't want to leave you behind.
No. See you when you get back.
What are you?
Are you heading back to the city then?
Yes.
Okay.
The one we just got ambushed in?
I'll fight them.
Jadek, no. Not by yourself.
Not
We
as
don't
bad
know
as
how
We
many-
Forest.
nearly got killed, mate.
Not as bad as Jungle.
Look,
Uh,
okay. If you're set on doing it, then if
Maybe
you get into a fight,
we'll go
maybe-
Jamie's house.
Yes, that's
a
better.
good idea. Yes.
Hmm.
Uh,
I'll let her know you're coming.
Okay.
Here, Jedek, for the road. Yeah, pass him some rations.
Yes. Thank you. You see he like struggles. Like he wants to do something, but he also is like torn.
Varys will get down off his horse and go and give him a hug.
He accepts the hug. And
Keep
is no
yourself
longer
safe.
and is now very willing to hand over to you his alchemy jug.
Oh. Sure. We'll use it, and every time we do, we will think of you.
Makes good beer.
Noted. Alright, be safe.
I don't want you to be lonely on the road. Whatever you say to it, it'll say back.
Oh.
He holds it in one hand, this massive jar with the bug in it. Butts. And in perfect cadence, it returns to him. Butts. Yes. Jeddick legs.
it really is the perfect gift for your Jeddick.
Yeah. He nods at you. He's still not sure how to. He's still upset, but there seems to be a
Yeah.
level of respect there.
Jun is definitely still on his horse. Like, he doesn't want to be a dick, but he doesn't know how to engage in this situation without being a dick, so he's just like, okay, bye, I guess.
Mm.
And
Um, it won't do much if he runs into more elves, but yeah, I want to protect him against undead, just in case, for as long as I can. Well, it's concentration, actually. 10 minutes? Can I do that while he's down the road?
I mean, I don't think it strictly has a distance on it, does it?
No.
No, you just need to be able to touch them for the initiation of the spell, but
Yep.
Yeah.
there's no
So he'll be good for
set
10 minutes down the
direction
road.
or-
I mean, it's not much, but it's something.
He nods at the good feeling of magic across his skin. Thank you, friends. Be safe.
You too, friend.
And he'll start his walking down the road. And that is where we will say goodbye to Jeddick for now. As you have all entered back into the forest. Jungle, not forest. Every dang time. Anyway.
And I'll do my little freaking talking to Jamie moment where it's a prayer, but it's totally not a prayer. I'm just talking to my girlfriend out loud, / in my head.
The usual.
To let her know that Janik is coming.
Okay.
Just
That
to,
we're sending a friend so that he'll be safe.
just to cut back for a bit as well, I've got the message for the king as well.
Cool.
We fought off ambush, killed about a dozen, rested and on our way now. Apologies for the head earlier, my bad.
That's not meant to come from Jeddick. But, yeah, you hear from the king. Yeah, I saw that. Thanks again for cleaning up around here.
Good. Sweet. And having done that, all the other achievements are now correct.
Yep. Alright. You all, continue into the jungle. Only just catching the end of the sunset before entering in deep enough that the constant glow takes away from the constant glow of the jungle makes it unnecessary for the sun to be there, which I guess works for you guys now that your circadian rhythm is probably all messed up.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, we're adventurers. It gets fucked up all the time. We'll fix it, no problem.
Yep,
I liked the dark.
exactly.
Fuck other people's circadian rhythm.
Okay. It is like a whole other day before you guys get there proper. So you get well into the jungle before getting way too tired again. Yeah. So, what's your plan?
I think we probably want to stop and rest when we feel tired, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we want to whittle those points of exhaustion down.
Yeah.
We do, but those are long rests.
Yeah. So basically, you guys trek through from the point where you guys left, grasslands all the way into where you are in the jungle. It's probably about. It feels like it's been a full day since you guys had just slept. Basically, it was pretty uneventful. You guys have trekked this. Well, most of you have trekked this a couple of times now. But yeah, it feels like it's about the time that you guys would want to sleep. As much as the jungle makes that difficult to know.
Mm.
So, do you want to push through that, try and make it to Gwenvalor, or do you want to rest out?
I'm always happy sleeping in the jungle.
John tired, sleep, please.
Cool.
He's still a cat, by the way.
Of course. Cool.
It seems appropriate to be a cat in the jungle.
It does.
Makes sense.
All right. Well, Arrakis, make a survival check. We'll make this quick. Everyone roll perception checks for your watches.
Oh, should I be making it with disadvantage?
Yes, you should make yours with disadvantage. So just roll it again and we'll take the lower. Cool.
And still better than mine.
Yeah, bad roll.
Yeah. On both.
Ailey,
What is she rolling?
a perception check.
Just perception?
with a
Is
quick-
it still at I'm meaning like is it at disadvantage
No,
or
it's not. You're completely non-exhausted anymore after your potion.
Okay. Good. Barely passes. Maybe. If
Maybe.
10 is the pass.
Maybe.
Above average.
Usually a
Or
slight
average, I suppose
skill
yours is a
for
+1.
perception.
Yeah. Oh dear. Okay. Let me just check. All right. Okay. Well, through your watches, and through everyone's sleeps, you've been here many a times before. It's eerie to sleep in a jungle that doesn't dim, doesn't waver. It is almost an endless twilight here in this jungle. It's oddly soothing for Jun and Tharakis, but for everybody else it's kind of awkward. But you'll get through it. May take your long rests and erase any exhaustion points now. Pretty sure it's
With
just
a-
you, Jun.
Just me.
and it's
No
a
more
new day
exhaustion
for
And
us.
it
Yes.
will be a new day, yes.
Cool.
Is it also a new day for Jun, or are we?
Yeah, I might
Equalising
roll it
that.
that it's not, just in case.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything you've got that worries about that, but yeah, just in case.
Ailey does.
Ailey sure does. Cool. And there's fantastic. All right. You all awaken, feeling refreshed. Much better than yesterday. Yeah. Ready to continue on your way. Anybody to do anything before you head off, or just continuing?
Yeah.
Could
Sorry.
I?
Could you?
See, because I've enchanted arrows before. Can I do it again, or did I do it with someone else's help?
You did it with Spice, with the help of Varys.
Can I replicate that without Varys's help? Now that
Shouldn't
I know,
I think you did.
or
I think you did it with Shun. Was it? No, it was with Varys, because Varys has done that stuff before. I mean, you could certainly try to do it by yourself. I would say that whether or not you know that's going to go well or not is up to you.
I mean, fun.
Okay. So, shake a couple of arrows out, grab some spice, roll me an Arcana check.
Nice.
Okay. Choose one of your spells. You can enchant 3 arrows with the spell. Oh dear.
Think
Yes.
I want to try to enchant it with. I mean, it'll consume a spell slot, won't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll consume one of your spell slots.
Yeah.
Okay. For everybody else, that is what's it called? Guiding bolt.
Is Thoracus doing this in full view of the party, or like, are
Yeah,
they
probably.
hiding?
I don't
Not
imagine
hiding
that don't imagine that they're hiding it at all.
Okay. I think John's just gonna sit there and observe and be like, wow, I gotta get me some of this spice, man.
I thought we gave you some spice. Did we not give you
You want
spice?
Have you not
Yeah.
asked? I have spice. Varys pulls out like pouches of it.
Sorry, how many arrows did you say? I'll add
3 arrows.
3. 3. Okay.
Cool. Anybody else?
John's gonna take one of the spice pouches that Varys offered.
All right.
Yes. Yeah. Sure thing. I have 2, so take one of those.
Or, just whatever amount of spice that Varys decided to offer.
Actually, yeah, it probably wouldn't have been a full. It'll be a half pouch.
Cool.
I think Ailey's still got a relative amount, right?
Everyone's got a relative amount of spice. Half a pouch of spice. I don't think it'll let me do.
No, it will not.
Oh, wait, maybe. No, it still thinks quantity is one. I'll write in that this is a half pouch of spice.
I think as the group kind of mount their horses and start traveling, I think Jun's gonna pull out his packed scythe and a little bit of spice and just play around to see if there's any interaction between them and see what he can learn.
Okay. Roll me an Arcana check.
Oh.
Oh boy. Oh yeah.
He accidentally stabs himself with the packed scythe, inhales the spice. Knows nothing. Knows less than he did before.
Yeah, do you think that you would hang back when you did this, or would you be just pull it out in the middle of everybody and start playing around with it?
Probably in the middle, because then the horse will more naturally keep up.
Okay.
Even if he's not quite directing it as much.
Cool. All right. Let me find the stuff here.
God. What have I done?
Where did I put it? Here it is. Okay. Please roll me 8d6.
Okay. 8d6.
I guess you still get to make a dexterity saving throw for this. So does everybody else, for that matter. Everyone make dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh god.
It's just curious.
I'm confused. What were you doing exactly?
So you will see Jin with this half pouch of spice, pull from nowhere behind them their packed scythe, and just like they're attempting to sprinkle a little bit of spice over the blade of it just to try and see what's going on, but instead of doing that, dump the whole thing all over it. And from that point, as all of it contacts with the raw mystical celestial energy that is in the scythe, a fireball just explodes out from that location.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So, Jin, you fail. Ailey, you fail, but you get to take half anyway, as it's a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Thrakus, you fail,
say Ailey
and
was
Varys.
very curious.
Yeah. And better yet, this is a necrotic fireball, so you don't get your half fire resistance to this.
Damn.
But I
So-
have necrotic resistance.
You do, so you will get half of this.
Even
One
though
would think I would at this. One would think I would at this point, considering all the stuff, but I don't.
No, not yet. Not yet, I'm afraid. Okay, so that's a half to Jin to apply damage.
How much
Do my
damage is
boots need to be
this?
active? for me to get
22?
the evasion
Yes,
feat from
your
them?
boots would need to be active, so you don't
Fuck's
get that. So it's half damage to you, Varys. Thoracus, you get the full 23.
Motherfucker.
And Ellie, you get the half because you got your evasion.
From the middle of the fireball, you hear, "Ah, fuck!"
Yeah, that sounds.
And at the very least, all of you that failed are thrown from your horses. Or land somewhere in the jungle.
Eris managed to mostly get the shield over his face before this happened. He's still sitting on the horse and he's just looking down, disappointed.
Jun's gonna like stand up and dust himself off and go like offer a hand to who else failed? Ailey and Thoracus?
Yep.
Yeah. It's gonna be like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was an accident.
Spices like that, I do understand.
Yeah, Ailey would just be like, yeah. Because,
Yeah.
you know, her incidents with the Molotovs, and she still keeps making them anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
We've all had our run-ins with it. Probably
Yeah.
best not to try and do it while you're on a moving horse, though, just for future reference as well.
Okay.
And
Alright.
be really careful about using it with explosives in towns.
There were no explosives.
Oh no, I know. But especially with explosives, it can be worse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
It interacts strangely with other magics, so yeah, bear that in
Oh no,
mind.
I wasn't. No, I didn't use spice that time. I was talking about the time I made the buildings weird.
Yeah, that's what Ailey was
I
thinking
thought
of.
I made the
so-
buildings weird.
Oh, we used the spice in the bomb.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna
Yeah.
have to tell me this story.
Are we thinking about two different times? Because that's where we've made buildings weird more than once.
Probably.
I'm talking about the time when you were our child.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the same time I'm talking about, because he
Yeah.
shrunk the building by like 3 feet on each side or something. Or 3 inches
Or
or something.
enlarged it? I
It
thought
was,
big.
it was two buildings, one was smaller, one was larger.
Oh, there we go.
It's just a transfer of mass, it's fine.
Yeah. That's because we jerry-rigged some explosives together, trying to create a diversion.
Mm-hmm. It was very diverting.
It was. Oh dear.
Okay.
So probably.
Also, don't snort it.
Oh,
Good
yeah. But
to
smoking gets
know.
fine.
Maybe.
Smoking, it's not the best, but probably better than
It-
Can I
inhaling.
It
lick
was
it? It is all over my
fine.
face now.
It is everywhere.
Maybe don't.
Yeah. You probably don't
Um,
want to be tripping in the jungle.
Yeah.
Does anyone have prestidigitation?
Nope. We got water.
What will it do when it gets water on it? This
Find
stuff's
out.
weird.
It's probably been rendered a bit inert with you having used
exploded
some of
it.
Yeah.
And now I wasted it. God damn it.
Don't worry. I mean, if we start running out, we'll just go and steal some from a quarry, I guess.
Pretty sure you
Yeah,
guys
that's
still
a
have
good
like
question.
a train full.
Yeah. But I'm thinking years ahead.
That is back at the house, however.
Yeah.
Yep.
What we've got is what we've got on us. Though we might be able to find somebody to trade with that might have some, I suppose.
It's pretty spinny.
I think Jin
Yeah.
will borrow Jarek's glass. Jedik's. Hang on.
Oh no, it's catching.
Flask. That's catching Jedic's flask of whatever magical liquid creation.
Alchemy jar. Yep.
Yeah. And kind of use that to wash himself off and then get back on the horse.
Okay. Roll an
Is he-
Arcana check for me.
Oh no.
Oh god, okay.
Here I was giving you my water pouch.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
You've used a magical item to conjure some water to put all over some magical powder.
Oh, no.
As you say water into the jug and you're about to like pour it over yourself to get rid of the stuff, suddenly the idea is in your head, oh fuck, what have I done? And it washes over you nicely. Completely washes away all of the spice. You get the feeling that your some innate magical part of you was like, I need to stop this from happening, and has controlled whatever effect was going to happen there and kept it on the down low.
Okay.
But you have come out unscathed, very wet.
Did his face flicker for a moment there? What happened?
Probably.
Yeah, you probably all see see massive concentration flicker across Jin's face.
Like first horror, then concealed horror, then concentration.
I mean, what I meant was, since you were referring to his own ability to compensate for things, I'm like, did it just like make him purple or something? And he just went, nah.
No, it wasn't that specifically. It was like,
okay.
yeah, from all of your own experiments with spice, it seems to be like your own innate magical power is somehow able to like pressure upon it an effect. Like it's like a consciousness that you're pressing on, basically. It's raw
Guiding
magical
raw
power, right?
Yeah.
So like you're able to weave magic in a certain way with your spells, with your hand gestures and the ways that you say the spells. It's very much that raw magic in a defined form. So in the same way that you would use your internal magic to do that, to pressure on the ether of the world, you're able to do that with spice as well. But because it's a physical thing in this world, it's not as easy to do, basically. So Jun, that's why you need these high arcana rolls to be able to do this sort of stuff. And why it generally just ends up being random, like a wild magic sorcerer, essentially. That sort of stuff, because you're touching raw magic at that level. But Jun was and is, has enough magical knowledge of themselves to be able to will upon it enough to not have it go off, especially while it's already mostly been used. It's like the tiniest unignited particles that were still on them. So wasn't a high DC on that one, but you did it.
So what I'm taking from this is that the Rikus is totally psychic
Totally.
because of her trip with the spice. Which, by the way, only didn't kill her because she got a nat 20.
Basically, yeah.
I think Jun is gonna like shake himself off and kind of avoid the impulse to like lick himself clean and shake himself off as much as possible. Turn back into half elf Jun and then get on his horse.
I imagine everybody else gets back up on their horses.
Yeah.
And you continue on your way towards Glenvalor after that little excitement. Takes you about half a day. At least as far as you're aware, the time is interesting here when you can't tell what time it is. And you make it to the gates that you are familiar with. Well, the sort of opening in the trees that becomes the gate to Glenvalor. Oddly enough, you don't have a what's the word I'm looking for? You don't have a guide this time. Every time, most of the times you've been coming to Glenvalor, someone's been with you. Someone that's a druid of some sort has aided you here, or you've been met upon as you got closer. It's not the case here. I will get you, Varys, with the highest natural perception, to make a perception check for me.
Oh. 23.
You notice that you haven't noticed something with this. Every city you've been to in this continent, even here in the Elven ones, where there are gates, where there are the entrances to the main city, there's always guards. You notice that you don't notice any guards, and that there haven't been guards every other time you've come across this place. Yeah. That even it's always been, Micaiah has been leading you here and leads you in through some unknown force has always led you here perfectly fine.
I think Varys would probably point that out to the others. Not that there's anything weird about it, but it's still a little weird on its own.
I mean, it's strange, but feels
that,
natural to me.
I'll get you, Thrakus, to make an intelligence check with advantage. Thrakus? Hello, Thrakus? Have we lost you?
Seems like it.
Huh? What?
Are you there? You here? Yes?
Yes, I'm here, but I did not hear what you said.
Please roll an intelligence check with advantage.
With advantage. Huh. Glad I'm not Thrakus. An ability check, yeah, not a save.
Yeah. Ah, dear.
Yeah, I got a brain in my head. What's up?
I think that passes still. So the phenomena that Varys describes of being led here by some force that allows you to get here, that seemingly wards off other intruders to the point of not needing guards at all.
Yeah.
Sounds exactly like some fey magic that you've tangled with before, where they lead you down a path that doesn't go anywhere, or you follow the path exactly and it doesn't go to where it's supposed to go. That sort of tricksy fey nature that you're well too aware of. This sounds exactly like fey magic.
Cool. Then that who we're trying to find right now?
Maybe. I mean, you're here at Glenvelour, is where you've arrived.
We know that they tangle with the Fae. Look at this fucking jungle.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's just interesting that they are actively using Fae magic. Like that's not usually a
I
thing
had-
that people here use.
Was I not supposed to assume that that was what was going on when we first found this place in the glowing forest with all the Fae creatures around?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Sorry, but I already assumed this from day one.
Well, there you go. Now everybody else knows.
Hey!
To have it out there for everyone else.
This is where Thrakus just casually, like, mentions it and everyone else goes, what?
Oh, that makes sense. Huh.
Well, you venture inside into the lovely lands of Glenvelour. Beautiful trees and huge, just absolutely huge trees. It seems to be like mid-morning here. There's a lot of people who seem to be rousing. Places opening up. People going about their morning. It seems like going from tree to tree. A lot more hustle and bustle than normally you've seen when you've come here. Where to first?
We should probably track down Micaiah. I'd also like to find a spot to be able to repair my gun. Broken, and if we're going into the Feywild, I want my best weapons with me.
Makes sense.
All right. Well,
Go try and track down Micaiah.
you don't know exactly where Mackay would be. You've never been to her house or quarters before.
You want me to track her? Can I track her?
I mean, you can try.
Yes, what do you want me to roll?
Survival
I'm just
check,
gonna
I
pop out
guess.
for a short bit. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
Okay.
I'll be back.
I don't really know what you were using to track them. But
My wits.
yep.
I got my wits about me.
You look up
There
and
is
down
some
and
level of wit, yeah.
look up, down, left to right, peering everywhere, like inspecting every green-haired elf that you see. No, you do not spot here nor there of Mackay, I'm afraid.
Can we, having been unable to find her, can we attempt to go to wherever it was she led us last time to meet with the other powerful druids? And see if we can use that as like a jumping off point, essentially.
Sure. All right. Well, you head to the center tree that you have been up previously. The first level of which is the market, bustling market that you've been on before. So yeah, you head through the center of town, along the ground, obviously. Yeah, a lot of this place is up in the trees, so as much as there is a hustle and bustle of people moving from place to place, it's not so much on the ground. There are still a few terrestrial, I guess, people around as well. But yeah, you get to one of the elevators that take you up to the market square, pulled along by a rough earth elemental.
Ailey then has a kind of slight flashback trauma memory of, oh, this is when they found out that I wasn't really human.
Yeah. Up at the market. The
Oh,
The
has she
large-
got her ceremonial robes from here yet? I can't remember.
yes, you did.
Okay.
They were delivered
Jamie
to
sent them
Jamie
a
and then
long
delivered
while
to
ago.
you.
Hmm.
Yes. The stairwell, the platform that extends out of the tree and up and around towards the well, just further up the tree. You follow that around if you guys are trying to get up to that meeting house. You do make it up there. Good time. The place is still bustling with people. And the market is just opening up. Lots of stalls. Yes, the fresh smells of food being cooked for the day. Make your way up and around until you reach the sort of bridge that goes between two trees. The one that leads over towards the meeting house that Varys you've been into previously. I don't think the others had been to.
I think everyone else was shopping at the time.
Yeah, I think everyone else was shopping. And standing at this end of the bridge, standing guard, are a couple of city guard, dressed in what seems to be hardened leaves as ceremonial garb. Not wielding swords, but wielding staves. Very familiar to the very poisonous ones that you have been attacked with recently.
Varys's nose wrinkles a little bit when he sees them.
They are definitely meant for protecting than threatening. But these guys seem like the perfect people to ask about where you might find people you were looking for.
Excuse me there, friends. We are searching for a companion of ours, Micaiah. Have you seen her?
They look at each other and look down to you.
Yeah, Varys is saying this in Elvish as well.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, she's out on patrol at the moment. Do you want us to send a message, or?
Sure, if you could. Let her know that her friends have arrived in the city.
Okay. Should I tell her where to meet you?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Where do you guys want to meet her? Here or at the market or?
Rakus, Ailey?
Ailey's just like, shinies? Like this whole time she would have been slowly like edging away towards whatever the nearest like
To back down towards the market, yeah.
yeah, basically. Should be slowly like backing up towards it.
Sure. I need to find somebody to help me repair this gun anyway, so we could meet her in the market.
Okay, sure. I'll have a message sent out to her.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
No problem. And you see him conjure some sort of druidic spell, not one that you're particularly familiar with. You see grow out of the trunk of the tree a small plant that immediately comes to a blooming blossom. Not like it's weird. It's not something that you would normally see on a tree. You know, it's not a tree blossom like a rose or like a some sort of thorned thing. Blossom beautifully in front of him, and then he speaks in. I guess do any of you know? Do you know Primordial? I don't think any of you
Remember,
do.
Ailey can hear everything at the moment. Well, understand.
Can understand
languages.
anything.
Yeah.
I think this actually would it be discounted by your thing, because it's a speak with plants spell that he's casting as well as some additional stuff here. So just like you can't understand what Codswallop is saying without speak with animals, you can't understand this. But if you knew Primordial, I was willing to give you some
don't
essence
know
of this.
what
But no,
languages Ailey.
none of you speak Primordial, so none of you are getting anything special out of this. But he says something in an unknown language to this blossom, which then quickly withers away and petals fall to the ground. Seemingly your message has been sent.
Okey doke. Let's head off then, I guess.
Alright, back down the ramp to the market.
Varus is gonna have a look around and see if there's a smithy, I guess, of sorts that he could possibly pay somebody to take up some space in, I guess.
Alright, roll me an investigation check.
Sure thing. $20.
Yep. You do find what you would equate to a smithy of some sort. Or just someone banging out some submetal, some variety.
Excuse me there, friend. Would it be possible for me to take up a bit of space here at your stall while I repair something?
Oh. Sorry.
Ah, yes, down
didn't
here.
See you
Hi.
there.
Yeah. Your tables are not built for me. I'm about a foot shorter.
Yes. I'm not sure if any space here would suit a man of your stature.
I just need like a bench or something.
I mean, I don't usually rent these out. Are you
I mean,
looking
if you
for-
want, I could show you what I'm working on, and it might help you with the stuff that you work on. I don't know.
I don't tend to work on anything too extravagant.
Fair
Are
enough.
you looking for materials as well, or?
That's a good question. Can I take a look at Lost Rights and see what it is that I will need for it?
You may roll an investigation check for me.
Sweet. Oof.
You're not sure. You can see that there's something that's broken and twisted on it. You're not sure if you're going to need to replace it until you have a chance to take it apart.
Fair enough.
But you do know that you probably have materials you do need, most likely, from all the stuff that you've got. You just might need some additional cooling and maybe some heat.
Maybe some what, sir?
Some heat, some smeltering.
Cool. I would probably need the use of your forge, and maybe some extra metals of sorts. I won't know until I take this thing apart and see what it actually needs.
I see. Well, I'll ask for a gold, just while you're using my stuff,
Yeah,
if that's okay.
no, 100%. No worries at all. Here, to take 5 gold. for your troubles.
Oh, thanks.
No worries. Right. Varus will clamber up wherever he can, set himself
Oh,
up
you
a
see
little
he
space to get working on
takes the 5 gold from you, and he like looks around for a bench that's mostly clear of stuff, and then just pushes everything that's currently on it off until it's more clear for you. Grabs one of the stools that's
appreciated.
around him, puts it down, looks at you, looks back at the stool, conjures uses some sort of plant extension because it's a wooden stool. Uses some druidic magic to make the stool extend a little bit high. There you go. That should do you.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Right. Varus will get set up on working on what he needs for this.
Cool. What are the rest of you doing at the market?
Ailey's looking for shiny, interesting things.
Okay.
The usual.
The usual.
Gifts and stuff.
Anybody else?
And healing potions. That
And
kind of
healing
stuff.
potions.
She's definitely after healing potions. And healing salves.
Okay. Well, roll me an investigation check.
Is that for both things or one of the things?
That is your general investigation over the market for all of your things. I will say that you find a stall that is selling a lot of knickknacks, which takes up most of your time. So anybody else that's
just
looking,
browsing that.
anybody else that is looking may also roll. Tell me what they're specifically looking for.
I think Jin is just gonna look at anything that's interesting that he couldn't get elsewhere.
Okay. Thrakus? Thrakus, is there anything you wanted to look for?
Yeah, I think Jin has a great idea. And just it's a marketplace.
Just looking.
Not really here often.
Okay.
Is it investigation?
Yes. Okay. All right. So, say Thrakus and Jin following in each other's footsteps. Well, Thrakus following Jin around more than anything else. To find things that you wouldn't get anywhere else look interesting. Oh dear. Trying to freaking.
Sorry.
It's all right. Give me a second. You see, there's a lot of druidic things, right? So, a lot of places that are selling staves, staves, lots of moon shapes, lots of alchemy supplies, mixes of different goos and powders. I think, yeah, none of you are proficient with alchemy supplies. So I won't say any of you recognize specific alchemical components. But yeah. Other than that, it's pretty mundane stuff here. It seems like this marketplace isn't really, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's not the sort of, it's not a super interesting, like, out there place. It seems very normal, for all intents and purposes of a marketplace. It's just very open plan. It's like a Sunday marketplace at all times, like a bazaar, I guess, where things are extremely free. To a lot of stalls are intermingling with each other. There's a lot of you can't tell where one stall ends and another begins. A lot of tables out with just like lots of little bits and pieces. Maybe some. They've got a lot of like bug carcasses. Someone's selling a whole lot of different bones, which are probably interesting to Thoricus.
I didn't get him.
Yeah. There's like stalls that are selling varieties of green clothing. There's a lot of green going on here. That's the sort of environment that you're in. But as for specific like things that you wouldn't find anywhere else, that's more like, yeah, that you're not finding a lot of that. This is stuff that you could absolutely pick up at any market you've been to before. Maybe not the bones and alchemy supplies, but they're not particularly interesting to you.
Not being an alchemist himself, I think Jun would still be interested in if there are any kind of potions. Like he's got a couple of healing potions, but what about kind of like potions that help in other ways, like remedial potions or like the potion of vitality, that kind of thing, that can not just heal but also remove other conditions?
Of course. So you do see that there is someone who is selling potions. So there's a stall down the end, lots of vials and flasks full of interesting liquids.
Mm-hmm.
As to the nature of them, again, you're not an alchemist, you don't know, you'll have to ask.
Yeah, I think is Thoricus gonna join at this stall?
Thoricus?
Huh?
Are you going to join Jun at this potion store?
Yeah.
Cool. He's just gonna walk up to the whoever's manning the stall and just go, "Oh, hello, could you maybe introduce me to your various potions there? They look fascinating."
Well, you see a frail older elf standing in the middle. He's not like many other the other store owners. He's not. The other store owners are usually like standing behind all their wares. He seems to be standing like right in the middle of them. Be able to more easily access them. He's got a little pouch on his waist that's probably holding all of his change. He's got just this shock straight up of white hair. It's just Einstein like shock of hair, but there's just a big streak of green down one side. Must come from his ancestry. And he goes, "Oh, yes, of course. I've got many of supplies here. Anything in particular you're interested in?"
Well, possibly any potions you might have that can alleviate ills. I have healing potions already, but kind of anything that can, help when my friends, are poisoned, for instance.
Ah, yes, of course. Well, I have a few antidotes of particular varieties for particular poisons. But if you're just looking for a general sort of healing thing, I do have one leftover potion of vitality, if that is something you like.
Oh, how much are you asking for that?
It's a pretty difficult one to make, so probably 1,000 gold for that one.
Ah. I think he's gonna look at Tarikus and kind of shrug in a like, I don't have money for this way, but if you want it, go for it.
Darkus?
Yeah.
What is your response to that?
Eh.
Eh?
I mean, I got spells for various things, including for healing poisons and stuff like that, so meh.
Meh.
Okay. Well, there's your answer, Jim.
I think he will kind of browse a little bit and just generally chat and potter and things, but then ultimately not buy anything because I don't think he has enough money.
Okay. How obvious are you being that you're being stingy as opposed to just window shopping?
I think he would want to hide the fact that he doesn't have the money as much as possible.
Okay. Roll me
but,
a deception check.
He wants to be polite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. The potion guy is polite. Doesn't. Is that okay? Fair enough. He will show you some other things though. Yeah. It's his livelihood. He's gonna try and do stuff. Just check something here. He will show off some healing potions. He's got a few of those, which you take note of in case anybody else with money wants to come back and get some. He also has
How much are the potions of healing?
So he's got all the regular ones like Superior, Supreme, and all that. So your greater healing potions are like 200 gold each. Your regular healing potions are 50 gold each. And then they get more expensive from there. What else has he got? He's got potions of speed. And potions of fire. And he's got potions of feather fall. Which stand out to you immediately.
How much are the potions of feather fall?
That will be 100 gold pieces.
I think he's going to go to Thoracus and go, you know, Thoracus,
I just slammed down 100 pieces.
It's like, I know where this is going.
I already took it off.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Oh, Baracus is also looking decidedly uncomfortable being in a potion shop.
I wonder why.
I think once we've bought something, Jun will thank the owner politely and leave.
Fair enough. Alright. I will add a potion of feather fall. Who wants it?
Well, Thoracus bought it.
Baracus, you want him?
I mean, I care way more about my friends, so I just sort of, after putting the money on the counter, I just sort of turned to leave, expecting Jun to pick up the potion.
Oh, in that case, Jun will pick it up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because I know that's the only way Jun will take it without a fight.
That's fair. Okay. Potion of feather fall. Cool. You have a potion of feather fall.
Cool. I think when the group meets back up, Jun will be like, "Oh, you never guess what Thoracus and I bought." Like, just you know, to tell Ailey and
Wait, have you
Varys.
all found Ailey yet?
I mean,
Is
not
she
yet.
stuck in a knick-knack store somewhere?
Oh God. Okay.
I mean, you can spot Ailey. They're obvious. Like,
Stands out a little in the sea of green as
Yeah.
well too, I'm sure.
yeah. Well, to those who aren't read green colorblind, yes.
Hmm.
I'm guessing that's me.
No,
Do I look green to me?
not at all.
You've been thinking you're a green tiefling the whole time.
Yes. Anyway. Who to next? I mean, Varys is fixing his gun. We know what he's doing. Ailey, you are in
I
a
mean,
knick-knack store.
honestly, unless you think that you're gonna bother to give her anything actually cool or, you know, whatnot, there's no point continuing the shopping episode just for her
Yeah.
being distracted wandering around.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. I mean, unless there's anything specific that you want to look for.
Well, she already kind of failed the looking.
Yep. Cool. All right. Varys, you get to work on your fixing your gun. You
Yep.
may roll a Tinker's Tools check. See how you go.
Okay. Ready. Hey, 27.
All right. Record time. You take apart last rites, clean out all the gunk. It does turn out the firing mechanism was broken, but you find a little piece of scrap that's been lying around that the owner doesn't necessarily care for, that you're able to quickly bang into shape and use as your new firing pin. And put it back together, and she works.
Nice. I'll take that broken tag off of it now.
Mhm.
Cool. Right. Thank you very much for your time and your space. Much appreciated.
You're very welcome, sir.
Alright. Once that's completed, Varys will toddle off and try and find his friends.
All right. Well, while you're all trying to find each other, it will be Micaiah that finds you all first. As you all hear sort of you hear the screech of a very large owl, and the entire marketplace turns to see a giant owl fly in to about to fly into the marketplace, and turn back into Micaiah and land nicely at the far end of the marketplace. While everybody else, while you guys are all sort of like, Jesus, it was shocking. It seems that everybody else here is completely unfazed by the experience.
Varys probably gets a pretty goofy grin on his face when he sees the owl coming back in, thinking back to the last time he saw the same owl just tearing through the jungle.
Mhm. I take it that you all will meet up with Micaiah, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hi everybody.
Bye.
Hi. How have you been?
Yeah, I've been.
That's fair.
I take it you're just on your way through, or?
We're here to help you.
Oh, yes.
You've got a Feywild problem?
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, we are the ones that were sent. Yeah.
Well, great. I don't know how to how to process that. Great. Well, I guess we get started right away then. Yes.
Sure. What do we need to know?
Well, we're gonna have to head into the Feywild to know that. There hasn't been much word back since the Druids went in, but Yeah. I was... Yeah. I was hoping that it would be you to help, but I didn't think that it would actually happen. Well, follow me, I guess.
Okay.
And she will take you to the elevator, take you back down, and start heading back out of the city the way that you came in. And head back into the glowing jungle. Yeah, that's probably where we're going to finish up for tonight. Because it is getting close to 10, and
Everyone seems pooped.
yes, everyone
Yeah.
is pretty pooped.
Mm.
Yes, that is where we will finish up. Thanks everybody for joining us, and for tagging along. We will see where Micaiah is leading the team next time. See what trouble they get into. Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Alrighty. See you all next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.